And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger with a touchdown pass to Juju Smith-Schuster. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, 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 and finally the haymaker to put that drive away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he'll try and fire this downfield for Singletary. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Left side caught by Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. 16 yards, a 1st down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Allen. Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got him. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 13-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Bills ball carrier.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Escaping the pressure right. This will be caught at about the 6. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it up. field. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Here's Roethlisberger. And Ben goes down in the end zone, and that'll be a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. The throw over the middle, taken in. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
The Bills first down.
On first down, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They were trying to go to Brown once again, but it's going to be second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. How about the safety, Minkah Fitzpatrick, swooping in for the sack. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, Allen going deep for Diggs. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I remember Coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Operating from the gun, Allen. He hits Beasley right side. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Pittsburgh. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. On 2nd and 9, Allen. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
Complete to step
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. The Bills on third down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. Bud Dupree. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop.
Turnover on downs.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Off the edge, Jerry Hughes gets the sack.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. Here now, Roberts. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
35-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. 25 yards that time. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They'll roll him out right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Allen going to give it to Moss. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Buffalo brought down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 2.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Tyler Croft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen on target there to Stephon Diggs. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
A conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Josh Norman.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
They run the counter. Singletary. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Bills touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills have retaken the lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Here we go.
A give to the brother of J.J. This is Derek Watt. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger will hand the counter, and he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 1st and 10 is Connor. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's Roethlisberger, and his throw's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver, and it's third down. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Only a yard.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Down 4 late, got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Bills are going to get the football back. They'll start on the ground with Moss. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
22-yard line.
On 2nd down, Singletary, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They will run with Singletary. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Ball carrier.
Stephon Tuitt, the one that got him down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37.
2nd and 5.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
A loss of 2 yards.
The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And now on is the field goal unit. And boy, this is speculative at best, crazy at worst. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this score will stay right where it is.
32.
I guess I got to hand it to him. That was ambitious.
Well, that's one way to put it.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And he's got it. It's caught for a touchdown. And they have taken the lead here in the final seconds.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it would appear, barring some late heroics, they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Well, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they hit the ball before it went 10 yards. I know that's tough, but you got to stay disciplined.
It is difficult because you're so eager to go get the football. It's that type of a play, but you're exactly right. Have to have the discipline to let it go 10 first.
Back to throw. Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. He was covered by Steven Nelson.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but